Welcome to the Musar video blog. So these past few weeks we've been reading in the Torah about the story of the Jews in Egypt, how we were enslaved, how Paro, the king of Egypt, hit us with more servitude and more servitude and more servitude. And of course we've also heard about the 10 plagues that hit the Egyptians. But let's go back and focus about the servitude. About the early stages when Paro said, let's make it hard on these Jews, let's keep them busy, let's increase the level, the load of labor that they have to do. And here we're told by one of the classical Musar works, Mesilas Yesharim, Path of the Just, a really important point. You know, we think of Paro was just simply a wicked, rotten guy, he's mean, and just make him work hard, make him suffer. Mesilas Yesharim tells us an important insight, that Paro was a smart guy. He wasn't just doing this in order to make it rough because he was sadistic and wanted the Jews to suffer. He was doing this because he realized, if I can keep the Jews busy all the time, working, they won't have a moment to think. And if they don't have any time to think and contemplate about what their life is about and where things are going, they won't make any problems for me. As bad as it is, they'll just keep going along. This is the way life is, and what's for supper? And Mesilas Yesharim says that gives to us an important lesson for all of our lives. That if we go through life and don't take a step back, don't give ourselves time to reflect and think about, wait a minute, what am I doing with my life? Am I going in the right direction? Are the actions that I am doing in line with the values that I consider important? Really big questions to ask. That really you think about, these are questions that everyone should be asking all the time. I mean, where's my life going? Where should it be going? Are my actions accomplishing what I want my life to accomplish? Things like that. But what happens is we get so busy. We're so busy doing this and doing that. And sometimes we're busy even doing mitzvahs. He tells us it's absolutely imperative that we take out time for ourselves to sit, think, contemplate, ask ourselves the big questions. Study a little Musar. When we read the Musar, think about what it's saying to me. Challenge myself. Based on his words, we would be doing ourselves a tremendous, tremendous favor and service that could have impact on our lives in a big way. And that is, everyone should set aside a little time every day to think, to really think, to do some self-introspection, to study a little Musar, to take some of the messages and see how it applies to my life, to think how I can be a better person, to think about which direction my life is going. In those minutes, 10 minutes let's say, if you're lucky maybe a little bit more, in those minutes they can have an impact that could be so profound that it could literally change our lives. See you next week.